Okay, so I'm about to watch the season finale of Westworld, and it's been awesome, right? Like an awesome first season for a great show. And the only thing I wanted to say before the episode, first of all, I can't tell at all what's about to happen. I mean, one thing about the show is that for me, it's not predictable, and I'm sure that a lot of other people have seen things coming and stuff, but I'm the type of person I try not to think too much about what might happen. So I'm usually pretty surprised and shocked by stuff. And I think the big mystery that we're about to get solved right now is the whole William thing, right? And I go back and forth on it so much. It's kind of ridiculous. I think that there is a lot of reasons to think that he and Ed Harris, or the Man in Black, there's so many reasons to think that they are the same person, but I just feel like if they are, that it's just super predictable. And I think that the writers know that, and I think that they've been doing this on purpose. So they've been trying to make us think that they're the same person on purpose, but they're not. I really, for some reason, I just really feel like they're not. And it's obvious that all the Williams scenes are flashbacks. Okay, so we do know that that doesn't necessarily mean that he and the Man in Black are the same person. Okay, it could mean that. There's a lot of reasons to think that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that just because he's in the past or whatever, right? It just feels like if William and Dolores have fallen in love, like what and he let's say he does become the Man in Black. Let's say they're the same person, okay? How do you explain what he went through with Dolores, falling in love with her and all that, and then just leaving and then going back to the park as just a visitor, just being a regular person in the park. And then one day, his wife dying, and then him returning, and then him killing Maeve and seeing her act the way that Dolores acted. And so he goes on this quest or whatever, right? So that's what we're supposed to think, right? If William and the Man in Black are the same person, that's what we're supposed to think. So it makes you wonder what happened to William when he first met Dolores that would make him do that? What would make him leave the park and just get married and stuff? Like, what's about to happen to him? And it just seems like the only thing that could happen besides him dying is that maybe he witnesses Dolores kill Arnold, and maybe that freaks him out or something. Maybe he realizes that she's dangerous or something. Or maybe something happens to her to where she's no longer sentient and he realizes it. Like maybe he tries to talk to her and he realizes that she's not sentient anymore, and which makes him think that maybe she never was. And so he becomes really sad and maybe really disillusioned, and so then he just leaves, but then decides to come back all the time, which would make sense, right? Because he loved it so much. Even though the thing with Dolores didn't work out and everything, he still would have really liked Westworld, right? And he would have had fond memories of it and everything. So I think that's the only way that he and the Man in Black could be the same person. Like something has to happen major that would make him just, fall out of love with Dolores and make him realize, oh, she's not sentient. And that's another thing. She has to stop being sentient, right? Because we're supposed to think that she was like a person and then something happened and then for 30 years she was just a regular android. And then when her father found that picture and he showed it to her, and then he also said that Shakespeare line to her, it like messed her up. Just like that picture messed him up. Him saying that to her like fucked her up and made her sentient again. So she was, and then she stopped being for 30 years. And then she became sentient again. And during that time, she went on this like odyssey, I guess, where she was starting to have flashbacks about what happened with William. And that's what we've been witnessing right now. So this is her becoming sentient again, like she used to be, and her remembering stuff. Okay, so that's what happened. So I guess what we're supposed to wonder now is how she stopped being sentient to begin with. So how that happened? Did Ford do something? Did he change her? Did he reprogram her? Or something that I'm thinking is that if William did die, that may have like traumatized her or something. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. But one thing that doesn't make sense to me, and just to be clear, I love the show. It's an awesome show. But one thing that doesn't make sense to me is that when Dolores was doing what she was doing, which she wasn't out there with William and Logan, right? Because those are flashbacks. So she wasn't actually out there with them. So it makes me wonder what she was doing. during that whole time. And whatever it was, how did nobody notice? With all the people who work at Westworld, and they seem to notice things, like they've noticed, some of the androids like not doing the right thing or not being in the right place. They've noticed that stuff, and they noticed Maeve. Some of the stuff she's done, they've noticed, so they keep sending her to like get looked at or whatever. So they're noticing that stuff. How has nobody noticed Dolores? How does nobody notice that she was going along with her story like normal, and then all of a sudden, one day she runs off by herself. She's not even with another guest or with another android or anything. She's out there by herself doing nothing, I guess, just kind of sitting around and remembering stuff. It seems like what she's been doing is she's been doing something where she's been basically sitting around remembering something. She's been having flashbacks, right? And so it just makes you wonder how no one's noticed that, And I'm thinking that maybe someone has, like maybe Ford has, and he just doesn't care. And another thing with Ford is I feel like so far, people keep underestimating him. They keep thinking that he's not as in control as he actually is. And so I feel like, and I said this in my last video, I feel like he's a lot more in control of what we've been watching than we think. Like I think this whole thing with Maeve, even though it might seem like it's behind his back and he's not aware of it, I think that he might be. I think he might be aware of what's going on with her. And I think he might also be aware of what's going on with Dolores. I feel like he just knows everything. He's just aware of everything, and that he might actually be behind it too. And especially with this new narrative that he keeps talking about. And we've seen some of it. We've seen bits and pieces of this new narrative, like the whole Wyatt thing. It seems like this character of Wyatt didn't exist before. Like this is a new character that Ford created, and then he added it to Teddy's story, and kind of added like a few more extra characters and like some more like little history regarding Wyatt and everything. But that's like a new character and that's a new story. He took Teddy, who was a totally one-dimensional character who didn't really do anything. He gave him this whole other history with brand new characters and everything. So, and that's just a part of it. That's just a little piece of this new narrative that he's created. And it's just interesting how a part of it is this idea that some of the androids, including Wyatt, feel like they could hear God. They could hear the voice of God, which it seems like it's actually Arnold, like they're remembering Arnold. And that can't be a coincidence. It can't be a coincidence that Ford is creating these new characters and this new storyline, and they're also remembering Arnold and they're becoming sentient at the same time. Unless it's an accident, like maybe Ford decided to create this new story and he didn't realize that there was going to be consequences and that he was going to be fucking with them. But I feel like he's too in control and he's too intelligent for all this stuff to be happening without him realizing it. I feel like he has to be aware of it on some level, and he might also be behind it in some way. But besides from that, I'm looking forward to watching this, and I can't wait to see what happens. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I know that for sure. It's gonna be cool. So let's see. Let's check this out. What is it?
Very good, Dolores.
What does it mean?
When I was first working on your mind, I had a theory of consciousness. I thought it was a pyramid you needed to scale. So I gave you a voice, my voice, to guide you along the way. This isn't a journey upward, but a journey inward. Not a pyramid, but a maze. Every choice could bring you closer to the center, or send you spiraling to the edges, to madness. Do you understand now, Dolores, what the center represents? Whose voice I've been wanting you to hear?
I'm sorry. I'm trying, but I don't understand.
So close.
She will understand.
You have to tell Robert.
I don't.
In the park. You're alive.
Maeve understands. I don't know how. Oh, that's not nice. What a
What is
jerk.
this? What does it mean?
Take me away.
Don't you understand?
Yeah.
There's no one coming for you.
Well, his love is real. So is mine. William,
Oh boy. What's he gonna say?
William? Well,
Oh shit.
it just so happens I knew a guest named William too.
Shit.
Why don't I tell you where his path really led?
Oh my god.
Somewhere along the way, he found he had a taste for it.
Oh boy.
Right back where we started.
Has to be the same guy now. Oh shit. Aww. It's not going over.
You were as beautiful as the day he met you. Shining with that same light.
No.
And you were nothing if not true.
Oh, poor guy. Oh!
I really ought to thank you, Dolores.
Oh,
You helped me find myself.
I was so wrong. Oh shit. That sucks. No.
That's right, sweetheart.
Oh. What's
In
that?
a way, I guess you were right. My path always led me back to you. Again and again. I grew tired of you after a while, of course, looked for new adventures. But I guess your path led you back here again and again. One more loop, looking for something you could never find. Chasing your ghosts. You were lost in your memories even then. I guess I should have known that's what I would become for you. Just another memory.
So it is a part of her loop?
Right here. You never did escape.
That was
Here
terrible.
we are again. For one final round.
What the fuck?
What have you become? Exactly what you made me. You helped me understand. I thought you would.
You drove him crazy.
I'm just like all the rest.
She's
Yeah.
devastated.
About time you realize the futility of your situation.
Oh no, God.
Now you think you're gone.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that sucks, dude.
Clearing me of my delusion yet again. Thank you, Dolores.
What was it? Fuck. Did he really kill him or what?
What?
No, Teddy.
Jerry,
Oh, okay.
can you get him back online?
He's a host.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're not one of us. You're not them.
How does he know?
Now fix him.
That is so funny.
I wanted the hosts to stop playing by your rules. Games aren't worth playing if your opponent's programmed to lose. I wanted them to be free to fight back. Should have known you'd never let them. So this is your petty little kingdom, Robert. For a little while longer, anyway.
I tried to tell you, the maze wasn't meant for you. It was meant for them. I think, however, you'll find my new narrative more satisfying. Join the celebration.
But you haven't.
Oh my god, I knew it.
Someone altered your storyline
Oh my god.
and gave you a new one. Escape.
Man. At least I got that right.
It's not possible.
I knew it.
These are my decisions. No one else's. I planned all of this.
You didn't. You can even see the steps you're supposed to follow. You recruit another host to help you. Then, to make your way to the train. Then, when you reach the main.
Bullshit. No one's controlling me.
She was probably supposed to do that, right? Oh.
No. Both.
She's not really dead, but that is sad.
This is the beginning, after all. Beginning of a brand new chapter.
Okay.